Latest on Tropical Storm Beryl, which is weakening rather quickly at this time, with a rather exposed centre of circulation. Let's hope it stays that way. At 11 AM Eastern Daylight Time, July 7th, it still had winds, however, of 65 miles per hour and a pressure of 999 millibars. It's at 12.1 north, 51.1 degrees west, and is now within striking distance of the Lesser Antilles. Tropical storm warning has been issued for Dominica, with a tropical storm watch for Barbados, St. Lucia, Martinique, Guadeloupe, St. Martin and St. Barthélemy, as well as Sabre and St. Eustatius. And you can see the storms are expected to move through some of those islands over the next 5 days, still as a weakening tropical storm, and by the looks of things it will probably be just about holding on to tropical storm strength by the time it gets there. But things can be strange in the tropical world, and that might change. We'll wait and see. As of right now, it's still got a tiny wind field. It's a stage 2 on the CDPS though, and it has winds of 65 miles an hour as stated. As you can see, the islands are within sight, and the first one to feel any effects from the storm will be Barbados, who will probably see the storm's cloud coverage, if there's any left by then, appear in the next few days. Probably not until Monday, maybe Sunday evening. And then it moves through there. Looks like Martinique, Guadeloupe, perhaps Dominica in the middle of the two could be the main places to watch for this storm, but we don't really know exactly, but it's a fairly decent chance that it's going to pass somewhere between those three islands as we get a better handle on where the storm is exactly going to go. Rainfall amount shouldn't be too hideous because it is a very small storm. It's going to be tropical storm force winds of the main concern from this. Sea surface temperatures do remain warm. It's not going to be an inhibiting factor. 27 degrees Celsius or thereabouts is the going rate. Looking at the model forecast, you can see how most models predict gradual weakening over the next 4 or 5 days, eventually down to tropical depression status or dissipated status by day 4 and 5. That's mainly because wind shear is going to go through the roof, as you can see on those models. Sea surface temperatures are rising, but it doesn't mean much because dry air is also going to get more of a stranglehold on the storm too. You can see its track forecast there, heading towards the Greater Antilles ultimately, and if anything survives of Beryl, it may make it towards the Bahamas. Here is how it's looking right now. It's become exposed in the last few hours with its convection displaced to the south, and look at that huge mass of dry air, which appears to me to be the force responsible for that change of affairs. You can see the islands. It is within striking range, as said. You can see it on the same satellite imagery as the storm now. Not too much going on over there, and as you can see, it will be some time, 2 days maybe, before we see any significant effects from the storm on those islands. That's all for now. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com. You can also find our YouTube page if you're not there already. Force 13 on YouTube, subscribe if you haven't. You can also find our Facebook page under the same name, and we're on Twitter. It's @Force13, our handle, if you'd like to follow us and engage with us there. You can also help the project become even better by becoming a patron on Patreon, where you can find more information and rewards and benefits from that as well, with a big thanks to Jesper and Sven Bang for their recent contributions on the project. It's looking very good indeed, and we hope to bring more content in the future. You can also find Force 13 on Skype and my personal account, Fool13, at extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.